Watch heavy resolution breaks out in Lagos State, rejecting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency. Now imagine all of these people are shouting, "This is so real," a protest that is ongoing in Lagos, when Saore of the AAC was talking about what is going on and calling for revolution. Now, because of what is going on, he is going to be more than that of NSAS, Lagos people wahala. When Aisha Yusuf called for it, they said she should not bring protests to Lagos, that she should take it to her village, that she should take it to her region and not Lagos. These people don't even understand the hardship is biting so much, and these people are the ones supporting Tinubu's government. Some people are regretting why they supported Tinubu's government. For real, some people are actually regretting supporting that government. And it's nothing new to Nigeria that some of Nigerians are actually regretting, like the likes of Asari Dokubo. Now, if another election could come now, they will still support Tinubu. I don't understand, because it baffles me. They sold their integrity to religious bigotry. Now see them. The protest that they are talking about has not started yet, but it has started in the north because they don't like hardship. Because they love party, they turn around to accuse Obedient and Peter Obi that Obi is using religion over ethnicity. Now remember, Tinubu also called for a revolution against the People's Democratic Party. Now, leaders of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has said there is a need for the country to undergo a common sense revolution, stating that the many years of misrule by successive People's Democratic Party's president had continued to sink the country further into crisis. Can you imagine? Now, Tinubu made this known on Monday in a statement titled "A Return to Decency," where he described the 16 years of PDP's rule. Like, he's literally describing PDP's rule in Nigeria. Does he really have the authenticity to describe the rule of PDP in Nigeria, being the fact that anything can happen? But yes, he actually went on to describe the 16 years of the rule at the federal level as a period of steady decline into disaster. Now, according to him, they no longer rule. The less benefits the people driven, Nigeria needs a common sense revolution, and a revolution like that calls forth a return to decency, prohibity, transparency of process, and fairness in outcome. This is done not by dividing and rule and turning Nigeria into a field of discord or a street of broken institution. It is accomplished by honoring the principles of democratic good governance and economic justice. It is done by persuading the people they are better off as one instead of bettering off, tearing at one another's throats. Now, Nigerians should be prepared for change. We must rescue Nigerians from those who set to cause it irreplaceable harm. The change I talk about is the only route to our deliverance from 16 years of PDP's locusts. Nigeria is ours to keep, and its democracy is ours to save. The former Lagos State's governor advised that this year's Independence Day should be a time of sober reflection, since other countries that got independence at the same time as Nigeria has since suppressed the country, and he described Nigeria of today as the nightmares of its founding fathers. President Tinubu, who further battered the People's Democratic Party-led federal government of using religion to divide Nigerians, said, "We commemorate this Independence Day because the nation has survived despite its many challenges. Now we dare not celebrate because the nation has not flourished as it should. 54 years our nation trek began with hope and promise, peace and unity. Now today, the nation staggers beneath the weight of trouble multiplied by hardship. Peace and unity seems to have yielded the movement to violence and discord. Now we exist as a political unit on a map, but we do not prosper as brothers and sisters in one nation, under one flag, and pursuant to one accord." Now, never has an elected government in Nigeria employed a religion as a tool to divide the people, setting Nigerians brother against brother in a manner that allows this administration to function at the basest level of governance, while seeking to establish a political denomination that seeks no greater purpose than its self-perpetuation, he asserted. Now, the leader of the main opposition party in the country described attempts to stigmatize the fiscally intimidate the APC and the militarization of elections as features of a perverse democracy, arguing that President Goodluck Jonathan's transformation agenda was an avenue to siphon funds through a dubious blueprint. Now, they do not have a national blueprint or vision. They do not have a blueprint and a vision for excessive self-enrichment. Their equation is simple. You walk, they feast. You tall, they grow fat. You seek a decent wage, they prefer the consecutive treasury to enjoy a king's ransom, he said. Tinubu pointed out that rather than promote religious tolerance and harmonious living, Jonathan's government believes in its electoral chances are enhanced by engendering ethnicism, internal diversions, and religious suspicions. But successfully, nations are not built this way. Have we not learned the lessons that we paid the high price of civil war to learn? This is the 001 of Nigeria advising us, or rather telling us that we need a common sense revolution in Nigeria. Where was common sense when people stood out from the previous All Progressive Congress time of election when we had the NSAS? Where was common sense, or was he not part of the stakeholders then? Okay, let me come back to we being in this particular era. Where is the common sense when we had the presidential election that was so bloody, a lot of Nigerians lost interest as electorates in the country and refused to vote any longer after that day? We can look at how, okay, you're talking about common sense. Did you now look at the budget of you ordering for a yacht for over 5 billion naira for a president, and you say we need common sense revolution? The common sense revolution should start from the head down to the body. Because there is no way that a body is going to be sick that the head is not going to feel the pain as well. So if them as leaders are going to lead us or tell us that we need a common sense revolution, they should start from the head, they should start from the leaders, and they should start from them because they are the ones leading Nigerians. I think we have this whole idea that when a blind man, okay, once a one-eyed man is in a community of a blind man, he becomes their ruler. Why? Because they expect him to lead the way. And trust Nigerians, upon seeing this on social media, they all got to react towards what the president said. Now you're telling us to actually have a common sense revolution. Are your sense that common? That was not me showing the shade. It was just a reaction coming from Nigerians. Now you're telling us that we have, or we need a common sense revolution because of the former administration of the PDP was in shambles. What have you done for Nigerians so far since you stepped into power ever since May? You've brought us nothing but pain and hardship, and you're talking about common sense after all the deliberations you've made with your people to ruin Nigeria. Okay, on this particular gist, a whole lot of Nigerians will get to react. Tell me what your reaction is on the comment section, and I'll do well to analyze it on the next gist here on InfoGist TV. Do well to stick around.